Splatoon has a strange tendency to not fully explain how certain features work in the game. For example, it doesn't fully tell you what abilities you get when you have opening gambit, comeback, and other primary only abilities on your gear. Or it never explains what pulls are and how they work. And today, I want to talk about another one of those features that never get explained, Weapon Freshness. Recently, I finished the 5-star grind for the custom dually squelchers after 2 months, and that whole process made me ask a lot of questions about how this all works, how points are calculated, if the modes you play affect the amount of points you get, and also what's the best way to quickly get to 5 stars. So in this video, I will explain everything you need to know about Weapon Freshness in Splatoon 3, what freshness is, what the points are, and anything else you might be wondering about this unexplained system. First, let's quickly go over what Weapon Freshness is for those who might not know. When you play a specific weapon, you have a certain amount of points on it, and freshness is that meter that shows the points you have on that weapon. Along with that, your weapon gets stars when you reach certain milestones and you can get some rewards. So you get your first star at 10,000 points, for which you get a Sheldon license, then 2 stars is at 25,000 points and the reward is a locker sticker, 3 stars is at 60,000 points and it's the same sticker but holographic. The 4th star is obtained at 160,000 points and you get a badge for the weapon. And finally, 5 stars is at 1,160,000 points and you also get a badge, but it has a little ink splash with it. After that, you're at max freshness and can't obtain any more points. And yes, I played a weapon with Super Chump for 2 months just because I wanted the JPEG on my splash tag. But basically, you need an insane amount of points to get to 5 stars. It's for those who are really dedicated to that specific weapon. Also, keep in mind that there's something else in Turf War called freshness, but it's purely cosmetic and has nothing to do with what I'm talking about today. So to put it simply, weapon freshness is the meter that shows up when you press ZL in the weapon select screen. It fills up with points and you can get rewards when you reach certain milestones. Now let's get into what those points that fill up the meter are. Basically, after every battle, you get battle points, and that's the only thing that's counted for freshness. So not paint or kills or anything else, just those battle points. And for those wondering, battle points can't be gained from private battles, so you can't just let yourself win private battles and get those points for free. All of it has to be done via normal multiplayer battles. Now there are 2 systems for battle points, the Turf War system that's just Turf War, and the ranked system that encompasses Anarchy Series as well as Anarchy Open and X Battles. These 2 systems award you points for different things, but there are some similarities. Both have win bonuses and time bonuses. Other than that, it's pretty different. So let's get into exactly how many points you can get from both systems. Starting off with the Turf War points, you can obtain a win bonus of 600, a guaranteed time bonus of 300 for the 3 minutes spent in battle, and an extra 500 points for 500 turfed ink. So the maximum amount of points you can get from Turf War is 1,400. I did try to see if there were extra points for 1,000 paint, but it seems like it's only that 500 bonus, which is kinda weird. 1,000 is pretty hard to achieve in only 3 minutes, so I feel like there should be some kind of extra reward for that. But I digress. Let's get into the points you can get from Anarchy Series, Anarchy Open, and X Battles. Here's where things get a little complicated. So you can get a knockout bonus of 2,500 points, but if you get a KO, then you can't get any extra points from other criteria. It's only that 2,500. Outside of that, you can get the win bonus of 1,500 points and the time bonus of 100 points per minute. So even if you get stomped in a minute, you'll get 100 points anyway. You can also get points for the objective, more specifically 5 points per scored point on the objective. The maximum amount of points you can get for ranked modes is the 2,500 bonus for knockouts, but if you win with no KO, then you can get up to 2,495 points with the win bonus, the time bonus for 5 minutes, and the objective bonus of 495, which is when you get to 1, because otherwise it would just be a KO. Of course, this is a pretty rare scenario, but it shows that you don't need to knock out to get a lot of points, even if KOs are more optimal because they take less time. So weapon freshness is calculated based on the points you get after battles. You get different amounts based on what mode you played and certain things you've achieved in that specific battle. So from all this information, we can gather that the quickest and best way to get a lot of points is to get a ton of knockouts in Anarchy. But of course, that's not very realistic unless you're absolutely insane at the game. You can still get a very good amount of points with Anarchy wins without KO, but it can still be tough to consistently win, especially if you're a less experienced player. So clearly, the best way to get points is KOs in Anarchy, but for more consistency, then go for regular wins that still give a lot of points, or Turf War wins, since that mode is a bit more generous with points even if you lost. To achieve 5 stars on a weapon, you'd need 464 knockouts, or about 580 regular wins in Anarchy, or 829 wins in Turf War. Obviously, you need a ton of dedication and time regardless of what modes you play, because you will not always win and you might even have loss streaks. It's bound to happen when you're learning a new weapon. To me, freshness isn't really about the points or the rewards, it's more about the learning and the overall experience. But that badge is pretty cool, and I'm happy to show off how abnormal I am about my weapon. And that was everything you need to know about Weapon Freshness in Splatoon 3. I feel like not many people talk about this, and I felt like sharing what I learned after getting CDS to 5 stars. The first time I got a weapon to 5 stars, I didn't really grind for it and it kinda just happened, so I never asked questions, but I really wanted to know more about the whole system while spending 2 months stuck with Super Chump before the recent buffs. Anyway, good luck to anyone looking to get a weapon to max freshness. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if you have a 5-star weapon. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye!